All right. We're back with another live stream. Today I'm trying to get to WWE Evolve from this past Wednesday. Honestly, I thought it was a nice show. Some of it tripped me out. So without further ado, let's get on with our review. I am going to play highlights from the matches and then all the promos and talking segments. I'm actually going to play them. I'm going to review each segment according to my rating system. As you can see on the right, the Malapert Smart Podcast review system based on how much I like things. So every segment at the end, I'm going to give out points or take away points. And then as I'm watching, if I see anything that I think deserves extra bonus points, I might just throw out points and try to beef up my Evolve score today. So we did NXT yesterday. Here's WWE's other developmental Evolve. This is a little bit below NXT. But regardless, it's been going well, I think, since it started. I think it's been a good brand. Let's start with the first segment. So the first segment is a match. It's Dante Chen against Idris Inoue. Very good booking. Strong booking, man. I'll tell you, I was very impressed by this match. Has a little bit of a storyline, a little bit of a backstory to it. So I'll just fill you in case people haven't been watching. But Dante Chen made his triumphant return, and he was cutting a promo in the ring, and Idris Inoue just kind of disrespected him and walked all over it, stepped in, and he was mad because he couldn't get a word with the authority figure of Evolve about getting a match after he lost his title match in the Evolve 4-way that crowned the inaugural champion, which turned out to be Jackson Drake. But alright, so he stepped up to Dante Chen, embarrassed him, attacked him, so that turned into this match today. But alright, highlights. Here's a spot with Dante Chen looking very intense. Good stuff here. I actually liked how Idris Inoue was the clear heel in this one. Here you see him calling timeout and begging off, and he tries to swerve, he tries to kick Dante Chen with that distraction, but Dante Chen sees it coming and thwarts it, and then rakes the eyes. So good work from Idris Inoue. They both look very, very professional and in shape here. There's a nice picture of Idris Inoue getting some hang time on a dropping knee. But sorry, here's the finish. So Dante Chen has Idris Inoue pinned, and Idris Inoue with the reversal, and that leads to him holding the tights. So in true heel fashion, yeah, he gets the pinfall, holding the tights, and here's Dante Chen. I skipped to this image a little early, but yes, he's stunned that he got cheated out of that match, and Idris Inoue with the victory. So I will give this match definitely a strong thumbs up today. I'm going to give it 1 point for the match. Overall, for this segment, I think WWE are very lucky to have such professionals at this bottom level, but these guys look really like just athletes, you know what I mean? So they don't embarrass this show. This is I mean, Dante Chen has been on NXT before. He's been in big angles. Idris Inoue, I think, got hurt, stalled his push. Both these guys should probably get back up there though. I think they both looked tremendous in this match. And I'm going to give an extra half point for Idris Inoue just being a little heelish today. I think that works for him. I think they should keep that up. So that's my opinion on this match. I'm going to move on to the next segment on this show. Alright, next segment we got Jordan Oasis. He's looking for a tag partner to face Swipe Right of the Vanity Project. Last week, the authority figure Stevie Turner told him, look, you gotta find a partner to face Swipe Right. You can't do it by yourself. This all stemmed from like a diss in the locker room. As far as I remember correctly, I think Jordan Oasis walked by Vanity Project, talked shit to them. Jackson Drake, champion, didn't really recognize him that much. And then this led to a little bit of a feud that we got starting up today. So he needs to find a tag partner and he told Stevie Turner that, yeah, he's been on the road for a while and he's made some friends. So his gimmick here is that he's homeless. In case you guys haven't heard of him by now, he carries around this backpack, and that has everything that he needs in life. So, all right, so here he is backstage. Let's see what we got today.
Okay, we're gonna take it from average to savage. Oh yeah.
What's up, y'all?
It's Gall and Sam Holloway. So, looks like he's gonna talk to them first.
Well, listen. I'm sure you guys both have heard by now that Keanu Carver's trying to put an end to the whole WWE ID program.
What's that have to do with us?
It's a program that both of us are a part of. All of us are a part of. We got here to Evolve doing it. I'm sure you heard Jackson Jerick running his mouth, claiming that Vanity Project, they run Evolve.
Again, what's that have to do with it?
I'm saying that right now, all of us should be on the same page. I have a tag team match tonight against Swipe Right, and I was wondering maybe if one of you guys would want to be my tag partner for...
Jordan,
later.
your request is denied. You're weak, you're pale, you're ready to fail, dude.
Jordan, why would we ever want to tag with you? Look at you, man. You travel and live out of a backpack. You're a nomad. He has no friends. No. Jordan, who would ever want to tag with you?
Nah, look,
that's our guy.
No, enough of that. Yeah. What up, Jordan?
What's up, Cap?
Jordan has
Here
done
comes
a lot.
Cappuccino Jones and Jack Cartwheel. So they're here to defend Jordan Oasis.
More to earn his place in Evolve than y'all two. Y'all sound like a bunch of clowns.
Might be the biggest lie I've ever heard.
No, I'm so serious. Jordan's been earning his stripes. Just because he goes about his business a little quietly, that don't make him a bad person. Matter of fact, makes him a lot better than y'all two.
Yeah.
That's the biggest lie I've ever heard, dude.
Who are you to degrade his grind? A fellow WWE ID prospect, have you two forgotten those long drives? How much heart it took to get to this opportunity? I know that we haven't.
Well, listen, boys, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words you have in my back and all, but I gotta go find me a tag partner.
He's
Look,
never
bro.
gonna find a partner.
No way.
Hey, save that brotherhood talk for later, please.
Look at Sam's glorious beard. He's become a ferocious stud. Something you two would know nothing about.
Oh, yeah.
Sipping on your coffee, doing your cartwheels,
They're great.
chasing acceptance. Come on.
Cap. Jack.
Yeah.
Maybe Gall and I can send you two packing. You can hang out with your little buddy, Jordan.
What you want to do then?
We'll go find Stevie, dummies.
Go find Stevie.
Oh, yeah.
It's whatever.
I don't like that one bit.
Jordan Oasis seems to be learning that finding a tag team.
All right, lots of interesting stuff there. Let's go back and break it down. So it's Gall. This guy, he was the silly guy in this whole thing, and I think he's the most ready-made character for WWE to bring up to NXT or to the main roster. Everyone else was kind of just talking, reciting lines, especially Jordan Oasis, and unfortunately Cappuccino Jones and Jack Hartwell. They're excellent in the ring, but not so much on the mic. But anyways, on top of that, I think It's Gall had a couple nice lines here today, so I'm going to throw in a half a point just for It's Gall being entertaining. I think he's one of the highlights of Evolve for me so far in terms of his professionalism, and he's just really into that character. As far as this segment goes, backstage, Jordan Oasis looking for a partner, and, you know, Cappuccino Jones and Jack Hartwell trying to defend him or whatever. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to give this segment any points on my review today, but I will just give some praise to It's Gall. Other than that, I'm moving on to the next segment. Let's see what we got. Alright, next we got the match. It's coming right up, just what we were just watching. Cappuccino Jones and Jack Cartwheel. Here they come in. Cappuccino Jones always drinking his cappuccino. Very into the caffeine. These guys are Adrenaline Drip, their tag team name. So they're actually a team, and they're facing Sam Holloway and It's Gall. So actually, this was a very interesting matchup. I think in addition to the first match of the show being really good, the Idris Inoue Dante Chen match that I've lauded critically, this one actually did a lot for Sam Holloway, and he was kind of new to me here. This is the first time I've actually seen him have some personality. He was kind of an asshole in the back in the previous segment to Jordan Oasis, and here he is teaming with the arrogant heel himself. It's Gall. So let's see what we got. Let's see if this match can earn any points today on the Malapert's Mark rating system. Let's see, we got a spot. It's teamwork. Sam Holloway pulling the ropes down so that when It's Gall through him. I don't know why I haven't seen that more often. Sam Holloway is the tag team partner. He's holding the ropes bigger so that Jack Hartwell can get thrown through them by It's Gall. I like that little spot. You know what? I'm gonna give that a little half point on today's review. This match was a pretty good match, I think. I liked it. Here's some miscommunication though later on between It's Gall and Sam Holloway, who's probably gonna run into his own guy. Yeah. So here's a double team effort from Jack Hartwell. Nice move off the top rope. I think that was pretty sick, but that was a false finish, as this is the coming out party, I would say, for Sam Holloway. He kicked out of that, and the crowd was like, whoa. He not only kicked out, but he threw Cappuccino Jones off of him. So here's another nice spot. It's Gall catching Cappuccino Jones. Wow, that's pretty good. This guy's pretty strong. I wouldn't expect that from such a little guy like It's Gall. Giving him some praise today for his personality and his in-ring work. And then here is Jack Hartwell with the top rope move and flip over the top rope. I'll give that one a half point. That one landed pretty nice. Here's a Sam Holloway dive. Like I said, Sam Holloway, weren't expecting this, but here he goes over the top rope himself, and it looked good. That looked like The Undertaker. And here he is with the top rope splash. Looked like he was going to win, but this was also a false finish, as Cappuccino Jones comes in with the save off the top rope. So that was nice. Here's a little reversal here by Jack Hartwell. Damn, that was good. You know what? I'm going to give that one a half point too. That's kind of turned the match in favor of adrenaline drip here, as Cappuccino Jones took out Holloway on the outside, and that left Jack. What the fuck? That was dope. Look at Jack Hartwell's moves, and he's pretty proud of himself there. We got to take a look at this one again. This is definitely at least a point. No, not a thumbs down. I'm sorry. A fat thumbs up. And that's 5 points today. Like that move a lot. And in terms of this match, I think I'm going to give this match a thumbs up also. I think it's two very excellent matches to start the show. I was surprised. So I don't think it kept up though. I don't think the next one was at such a high level, but I was surprised that the first two matches were so good and entertaining. But all right, I'm moving move on to the next segment. Next, what do we got here? We got Jordan Oasis. Is he still looking for a partner in the back? Let's hit play on this one. Bring up the small TV. We can't play this full screen, but I'll try to describe what's happening for y'all.
Hey, Jordan! Jordan! Hey, look.
It's Brooks Jensen. So Brooks Jensen, who just got demoted from NXT, got kicked out of the culling by Izzy Dame for reasons that we weren't really explained, really. But it looks like he wants to maybe team with Jordan Oasis. Let's see what he has to say.
For a partner tonight against Swipe Right?
Yeah.
Well, now, consider me your Huckleberry.
Brooks, I appreciate that, but are you sure? I thought you had your whole fill with the tag team thing.
Look, you're right. I'm still figuring myself out, but I'm walking on my own path these days. Just like you. And for the Vanity Project, well, they have my attention. So at least for one night, you don't have to wander all alone.
All right.
Hey, just think about it this way. You help me, I help you.
Well, you put it like that? Okay. All right,
There
that
we
works.
go.
I'll see you in a bit.
I'll see you.
Who knew Brooks Jensen
All right, so we had a little look from Brooks Jensen staring into the camera dramatically. Will that come into play later on? But all right, so as for this segment, any charisma here whatsoever? I think zero charisma from any of these two guys. The storyline, not that interesting. This segment will get an indifferent for me. At least I won't take off points though. I'm moving on to the next one. Next, we got Stevie Turner, the Evolve Prime Minister, as they call her, and she's here with Marcus Mathers. So, I guess we'll hit play and see what they have to talk about.
Marcus, I completely understand your frustration. It was Keanu, he almost messed up your debut, and it's unbelievably frustrating.
I got my hand raised, and then Keanu came in, and he ruined it.
Marcus, like I say, I get your frustration, but Sean Legacy already has a match with Keanu Carver, so let's see where we're at after that. But I want to give you a WWE ID Showcase match, and your opponent will be Bryce Donovan from the Vanity Project. How's that sound?
That's all I can ask for.
Great.
Thank you, Stevie.
Thank you, Marcus.
All right, little segment there with Marcus Mathers, who wants to get back at Keanu Carver. That's very brave of him. I guess there's a storyline running where Keanu Carver is pissed off at WWE ID talent for trying to take food out of his mouth and costing him that Evolve Championship. So he is going to face Sean Legacy, so Marcus Mathers is going to have to put his revenge quest on hold and face Bryce Donovan. That seems like a good matchup for both of them. I'm looking forward to that. But alright, let's see, we got a second part of this backstage thing. It's Callie Armstrong. Okay, so Callie Armstrong is going to bust in the door right after Marcus Mathers and yell at Stevie Turner about something. Let's see what it is.
Yes, Stevie.
Yes, I get you're frustrated, but you need to
Damn right
calm
I'm
down.
frustrated. Where's she at?
She's not here this
Stevie,
week.
I need Gentala in the middle of the ring next week. No sneak attacks, no games. Face to face.
I understand. Okay. Inside voices. Please, use your inside voices.
Alright. So, Stevie Turner can't handle the heat. So, Callie Armstrong wants Gentala. Gentala, who has revealed herself to be the mystery assailant who's been picking off women backstage for several weeks. Picked off at least 3, as far as I can remember. And then beat up Callie Armstrong last week, the Evolve champion. So, Gentala's not in town today for some reason. So, Callie Armstrong's just hooting and hollering for nothing. Am I going to give that segment any points? I don't think so. Just for Callie Armstrong coming in all hot. And then the other one with Marcus Mathers, same thing. No points for me on either of those. But I'm moving on from these segments to the next one. Alright, next segment, we got another match. It's Kendall Gray. She's here facing Zeta Steel. Alright, so she's here with Vanity Project. They accompany her out, but I don't think they're going to stay with her. So the thing about this match, I'm going to skip through most of it and get to the ending where Wendy Chu appears for really no reason, it seems. Kind of caused a big distraction for Kendall Gray. And then the pinfall ended up being a reversal. Zeta Steel takes the loss, and Kendall Gray with a nice little tight pinfall. I think I like that reversal. I'm gonna give a half point to that reversal. I think that looked really smooth. I won't play it again. Let's watch a replay of it. Nice. All right. So then the Wendy Chu thing. So afterwards, post match, Kendall Gray's looking around the ringside area. Is she still around? Where is she? They're all a little spooked. And here's the post-match interview. I will review all of this once I finish listening to this interview. So here's Kendall Gray getting interviewed by Chuy Martinez.
What is your beef with Wendy Chu, my friend?
Look, Chewy, I don't have an answer to give you, but what I will tell you, what you see is what you got with Kendall Gray. And if Wendy Chu has a problem with me, we can handle it in the ring.
I'm scared of you. Let's check it with Sean Legacy, y'all.
All right. So, for the match, I gotta give it the rating for Kendall Gray and Zeta Steel. So I didn't think it was as good as the first 2 matches on the card, but I still kind of liked it, so I'll give it a half a point. for the whole Wendy Chu thing. I don't remember anything about Wendy Chu and Kendall Gray. This seems to be a new thing. So I don't know. I wasn't hot for how they did it. She just kind of showed up out of nowhere. And the post-match interview, she's like, yeah, if Wendy Chu has a problem with me, she can take it up with me. All right, well, there you go. I don't know. It's a vehicle to a new feud, but I don't know if it was done supremely well. It's okay. It was whatever. Not everything has to be super earth-shattering or groundbreaking. Wendy Chu wants to mess with Kendall Gray. That's what Wendy Chu wants to do. Fine. I'm with that. But I'm still not giving any points yet. We'll see if Wendy Chu and Kendall Gray can have a good feud. Because Wendy Chu and Kylie Ray had a really good feud. So that I would give a thumbs up to overall. So let's see what they got for Kendall Gray coming up. I'm moving on though. Next up we got a backstage promo. It's Sean Legacy. So he has a big match coming up with Keanu Carver. Let's see what he has to say.
Keanu Carver, you want to destroy the WWE ID program. You took out Timothy Thatcher, someone that I look up to, someone that has paved the way for someone like me. Independent talent with the ambition to go to and make it in the WWE. I mean, what's so bad about the ID program, Keanu? You say it's because it cost you from becoming the first ever Evolve champion. No, I say it makes your path to the top of Evolve much more difficult. Now look, I get it, I understand you've been grinding on the gridiron, but I've been grinding in the ring long before you have put on those pads. So how about this? You want to try to destroy the ID program? Next week, the unstoppable monster, Keanu Carver, tries to destroy Super Sean Legacy.
Super Sean Legacy.
Alright, well, I tried to like that. I really watched it really hard, but I can't give any points for that. I was indifferent to it. I don't know. He's into this match. He's really good in the ring, but I didn't get anything out of that promo, to be honest. Next up, we got a Chantel Monroe video package with her cutting a promo, and I think I'll play it because she's talking about Kylie Ray. So let's see what she has to say.
Kylie Ray. She's smiley, she's happy all the time, but she needs to get out of my way. And I don't care if you're the darling of the independent world. You've cost me a championship opportunity not once, but twice. I mean, you took the last spot in the first ever title match. That should have been mine. Oh, and let's talk about last week in the triple threat match. That victory should have been mine. I mean, you might be okay with coming up short, but the reflection of perfection doesn't accept anything less than success. Because when I look in the mirror, I see a winner with class, athleticism, charisma. Honey, I can go all day. But when you look in the mirror, you see nothing but disappointment, shame, and embarrassment. So I will be lowering myself to move you out of my way in pursuit of the Evolve Women's Championship.
Alright, well, once again, I am not moved very much. I gotta be honest. I'm just giving honest reviews here. I'm not giving any points to that Chantel Monroe promo. I think the video package was alright. I'll give a half point to the video package for reviewing the fact that they've got kind of a decent feud going. The fact that Kylie Ray cost Chantel Monroe 2 title matches, including last week. I didn't also remember the first one, which is a qualifier for that Evolve title match 4-way that crowned the initial champion. But okay, so they both lost that 3-way last week to Tyra May Steele, and they're gonna just face off for, like, I guess a rankings match to see who's gonna go over and, you know, get closer to, I guess, a title shot at some point, I guess. So what do I think is gonna happen? I think Kylie Ray's going to win. I think Kylie Ray probably has more potential to join the main roster than Chantel Monroe from what I've seen so far, but that's just my opinion. Other than that, I don't know. I could see them putting Chantel Monroe over also, try to get her cooking, pushed in the right direction. But other than that, I'm not going to say any more about this. We'll wait for the match. Let's move on for now. Alright, next we got the main event. It's Swipe Right. They're here with all of Vanity Project except Zeta. She had a match earlier, so it looks like she's going to take this night off. But the champion is in their corner, Jackson Drake and Bryce Donovan, who never says anything. Out of all of them, he's kind of the one that doesn't really fit in, it seems. But regardless, he's still in the stable, and they're facing off against Jordan Oasis and Brooks Jensen. So Swipe Right, good tag team, and this is Brooks Jensen, who was just in NXT and brought down, so he's a high-level talent. He's competed in big matches. But I'm going to skip to the finish. So the story of this match is the finish, when Jordan Oasis had a chance to tag in Brooks Jensen. You see him extending his hand. Jordan Oasis was struggling. It looked like the right thing to do, but he got the idea to go for one more move instead of tagging in Brooks Jensen, which frustrated Brooks Jensen. So here's how that went. So that was him looking around, did another high impact move, and then couldn't get up to make the tag. So here is Brooks Jensen. He is not going to wait for Jordan Oasis, so he gets frustrated, takes out Ricky Smokes on the other side, and then drags Jordan Oasis to his corner, tags himself in, cleans house, basically, and then points to the Evolve champion, Jackson Drake, saying he wants a piece of him. And then he very weirdly, disrespectfully tags himself out of the match, tags Jordan Oasis back in, who's still fucked up, and he tells him, I want that title, forget you. So I guess, yeah, he's not about being in this tag team. A minute ago in the backstage segment, well, I'll get to that in a second. Let me finish how this match ends. But yeah, Jordan Oasis looks on as Brooks Jensen abandons him. Oasis takes the finisher from Swipe Right. Nice looking finisher. And Swipe Right win the match and end the night on top. Brooks Jensen very dramatically looking on at the champion, looking like he wants a title match with that Evolve champion Jackson Drake. So, alright, yeah, it's a very confusing story today from Brooks Jensen. 1 minute backstage, he's like, yeah, I'm here to fight Swipe Right, I'll be your tag team partner, and then he just totally, I don't know if he changed his mind during the match when he saw that Jordan Oasis was just a bad partner, didn't tag him in, lost it there, or if he had this idea the whole time. I guess it's hard to say, but regardless, looks like his relationship with Jordan Oasis is over. I'll give that whole angle there and the match, which is included in the angle, I'll throw it a half a point. I thought it was kind of interesting the way Brooks Jensen just got frustrated, tagged himself in, kind of made Ricky Smokes look kind of dumb just standing there and taking that shot from Brooks Jensen, who walked all the way across the ring to nail him. But regardless, he left Jordan Oasis in there to fight 2-on-1, and at that point, it was over. So I'll say I kind of like this. I think Brooks Jensen and Jackson Drake could be a pretty solid match overall. I think that's a win for Jackson Drake, but a solid matchup, so a solid booking. And I don't mind this. So overall, I thought it was a little strange, but I think it's alright. So that's my review of Evolve today. Only 8 points. Not too much, but at least something. As I always say, anything over 0 is a positive. Gave me a reason to watch. I enjoyed certain things. Namely, the first 2 matches on the card, I think, were the highlight of this show today. But other than that, alright, I'm going to end this live stream. I'm going to come back later on today. We're going to try to do TNA Impact because NXT is tonight and we need to finish reviewing Impact. And then I got to get to SmackDown and Raw and, AEW. I forgot about AEW. We got to do Dynamite from last week and all that. Haven't even gotten to that. So, alright, we got plenty of wrestling to watch. We'll get there. For right now, we'll say goodbye. We'll see you on the next one.